morning, Miss Joan Lelacheur.
Good morning, Bella.
How to work with this beautiful element.
Okay, it's the quahog shell. We work with the quahog shell. And this is how we have to dress when we're working on the shell, because it's sent when we work with it, the saw sends up a lot of mist, terrible fumes and everything, so we have to protect ourselves from
Our
breathing
lungs,
and protect our lungs.
especially our lungs.
Yeah. There's the shell, the quahog shell, and these are some conch shells. We also make beads from that shell. Here's our group of wampum makers, wampum bead makers. I call my jewelry Wear the Ocean. Wear the Ocean. My studio's in Aquina, down a long road. It's number 42 Old South Road. And I often have open studios, open to the public, 10 to 5 on Saturdays. These circles with the toggle disc, and here's some heart shapes, and this is moon snail with a wampum feather and tiles.
Tell me about the tiles, because I know people enjoy so much and they have beautiful colors. You can use in your house in construction.
Yes, or in your kitchen and your sink. It's resin, so it's very tough. It's epoxy resin that I pigment, and I cut out all the shell and then apply it to the resin and wait, and then grind it with my grinding tools, and then put the final polish on it. Many kinds of earrings, long earrings, small earrings, tile bracelet, ball bracelet, and woven bracelet. The quahog shell, just all quahog. And here's some necklaces using the flat pieces, and some abalone added.
This one is the original. Let's see that? That's the original of here, down to this one. That's where I made the scan of the piece. And then, they printed it in the size I needed in order to get it in that tray, the pendant tray. And then it's got, I took a piece of like index card weight paper and cut it out to that size, and then put the gold leaf on there. And then put the photo scan in, and then put the resin over, the resin in. And so it's like, those photo scans do a nice job of like, capturing the warmth of the wampum. So that's that.
This is Kate Taylor. She is one of those artists for the Wampum trunk show.
That's right.
And she is telling us how she put together the piece.
Oh yeah.
And show some techniques.
Oh yeah. Oh, and also I want to show you that this one. These are different pieces I carved and I made the pictures. This one is made from a part of a painting that my mom did.
Yeah, never carve obsidian. You have to be careful.
So that was really, really got into that painting after she died last year.
Well, obsidian
and I saw her paintings, you know, that she had in stashed, you know, stored in places in her house, and I thought, wow, that's really, really nice.
It's a good place to care love.
Yeah, that's right. She said to me, my mother said to me, paint what you love. And I thought, well, that's great. That's, you know, that you can't miss them, you know?
No, that's the real connection.
Right.
Paint what you love, sing what you love.
Right, exactly. Yeah. All right, so anyway, we got more things. This is the Gayhead Cliffs. And there's clamshell and abalone and scallop shell for the cliffs, and a little catlinite for the lighthouse, and quahog for the background, and that's a power shell seed.
Here is Don Widdiss.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Don.
Good.
Thank you so much. Tell us where this beautiful piece comes from. Show us.
Well, all of the wampum is carved from the quahog shell. And the original wampum bead, which was this shape here, is where basically I started, you know, making the cylindrical beads, called council beads. And then I started doing in the round fish and sharks.
It's beautiful to use what Mother Nature gave to us.
Oh yeah, and you know, I think it's important that you use the shell for what you feel. And so when I work with shell, you know, I felt because it's living, you should represent something that has that life. And so that's why I carved the fish and the whales and the tails. It's a representation. And, you know, I like doing that. You know, beads are important in their symbolic significance, you know, to Native people, and in terms of tribute and status and the societal nature of the use of wampum in use as dowries and mnemonic devices and wampum belts between nations, to like treaties or significant events. But I wanted to get away from that because that's more a spiritual, traditional nature. And so I thought I'd present the shell with its life. And that's why I ended up doing the sharks and the whales and the bass, and sort of balances the actual use of the shell.
Mother Nature, thank you all.
Oh yes.
Thank you special for tell us how it represents spiritually.
Yeah.
We need to learn more about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's individual. Artists deal with the different materials and what they craft differently. You know, it may be out of the same material, but the approach is important, especially to the artist, and ultimately to someone who acquires the pieces, which is that, you know, I try to do every one as if I was going to buy it or...
Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.